folks, the Let's Play Ultima 9 Ascension, and when last we left off, we've explored the Museum of Britannia, and learned, much like in Ultima 7, that nobody here in Britain can keep anything important safely under lock and key, for the Runes of Virtue were stolen 20 years ago, which is around about the time when those columns started appearing, and around about the time when everything started to go horribly wrong. I wonder if there's anything connecting all of those things together. Nah, I'm sure it's just coincidence. We also found all of these artifacts in these cases from our previous adventures, some of which we really could do with right now, like Corgan's Fang, a weapon from Pagan that shouldn't be here because we never returned here after our adventures there. And then there's the Skull of Mundane, that I really hope is just a replica because that thing shouldn't even exist. We also checked out this magical tapestry that spoke of all our previous adventures and also gave warnings to the people of Britannia as to all the terrible things that would happen, but nobody took those warnings to heart and all the terrible things happened anyway. Maybe they couldn't stop it due to the nature of magical tapestries and fate and all that. And it would seem that there are more people here. Two people that look exactly the same. And aren't moving. Hello? I actually can't get too close to you, and I can't manipulate you, which means that you shouldn't be here. Let's leave before more people turn up and explore the rest of Britannia. Maybe we should go over to where the mayor is and see if the mayor will finish that speech, because I think that speech needs to finish for the people here to go about their business. Let us go over and listen. Maybe it will start again.
Once we have removed them from our streets, we can send them the help that they need. But we cannot help them if they remain here and strangle the life from our great city. Hear, hear! To render aid to those who refuse to help themselves is neither wise nor compassionate, but rather foolish and treasonous. Yes, Lord British may disapprove, but we will stand firm in our resolve. Magnificent speech. Magnificent indeed.
The grand speaker is inspirational.
That was far from inspirational and far from a good speech, but it did mean that everyone is now going over to their respective shops, which is good because we need them to do that so that we can buy things. Now, we haven't been to this shop here that I believe will sell general sundries and stuff that we require for our adventures. But before he turns up, we are going to go into here, and I think there is a torch that we can get. And there is! Marvellous. You're going to come into here, I think? Yes, you are. And when you're behind the counter, we will see what you sell. And see if we can sell you any of our stuff. I wouldn't mind doing so. Hello.
Welcome, my friend. How can I help you today?
I want to see what you sell.
What do you sell here?
I'm the outfitter here in Britain. I buy and sell adventuring equipment. If you need equipment or want to get rid of some, I'm your man.
Marvellous. I'd like to sell some things.
I would like to sell some items.
What can we sell? Not a whole lot.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Okay, what can we buy from you?
I would like to buy supplies.
Ooh. The sextant is very expensive. We have a torch. There are bandages and cannonballs. Don't really need any of them.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No. No, there isn't.
I need nothing today, thanks.
Farewell.
Let us leave you be. But before we do that, let's go upstairs and see if there's anything that we can grab. Doesn't look especially like it. Looks like there's a tiny ring there, but I don't think we need that. Besides, I think our inventory is pretty full. I think we really need to find someone who will sell us some weapons and armour, and we can sell our sword. There is the Tavern. We will go and pop into that later. And There is the church. Is this part of the tavern? I think it is part of the tavern. And there we slide all the way down. So, there is... Well, that's not good. That's really not good over there. There is a potion cellar? Do we want the potion cellar? We'll go check out the potion cellar. We'll also talk to the people here. Hello.
You don't scare me.
I wasn't trying to scare you. Fair enough. We'll speak to you, though I imagine you're not really going to say very much apart from greetings.
Please don't bother me right now.
Fair enough. What about you? Hello.
Whatever shall I do?
Oh, what's wrong?
Greetings, sir. Please forgive my outburst, but so much tragedy has befallen my family. Our son has gone away, and we haven't heard from him. Now the rest of us are in desperate need of serpent wine, but there is none available. What are we going to do? I fear that we're all doomed.
I'm sorry that there is nothing that I can do for you right now, but I will see if I can find some serpent wine.
Thank you, kind sir. Thank you.
Of course we'll try. There won't be any here, though. I think we need to go somewhere else for that. Let us speak with you. Greetings.
If you're looking to buy some reagents, I'm afraid that you're out of luck. The fellow who owns this shop is gone, and I'm beginning to worry that he might not be back.
Oh dear.
What's the shop owner's name, and where did he go?
His name is Nico. It's probably short for something, but I don't know what. Anyway, he went to Cove because he heard that his brother was in danger. From what I've heard about Cove, I don't think that Nico will be back. If that happens, where will we get reagents?
We'll probably just have to find him ourselves, I wager, but... Is he the only one that sold them?
Is Nico the only reagent merchant in Britain?
He is the only one that I know of.
What happened to Cove? That was a pretty nice place last time we were here. Then again, that was a long time ago.
What have you heard about Cove?
Well, from what I hear, things in Cove are worse than they are in Moonglow. Apparently, Cove has been taken over by violent brigands who prey on the weak. Nico went there to retrieve his brother.
Brigands? That's no good. You mentioned Moonglow.
How are things in Moonglow?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Moonglow was once the city of truth, and it's long been a city of magic. Now both of these aspects are being twisted. I came here in hopes of finding a better life.
Twisted?
Truth is being twisted?
Well, it's more accurate to say that it's been abandoned. Where people were once honest and truthful, they are now full of deceit. If you travel to Moonglow, do not be quick to believe what most people tell you.
I'll keep that in mind.
There's a problem with magic?
It doesn't work anymore. Well, linear spells work, and scrolls still work, but you can't find spells to a spellbook anymore. There's also something very wrong with the moon gates. I've been looking for a way to fix these problems, and need some reagents for my experiments. Unfortunately, I've had no luck.
But how would we go about binding a spell anyway?
How do you bind a spell to a spellbook?
Well, I'd be happy to tell you. It's quite simple, really. First, you must go to a binding pentagram. These can be found in most any town or dungeon and can be identified by the candles placed at the ends of the star. Then, place the scroll and reagents for the spell into the center of the pentagram. Light each of the candles and then recite the incantation for the spell, such as In Flamme for the fire spell. If all of this has been done correctly, and you have spoken the incantation, the scroll and reagents will disappear and the spell will be bound into your spellbook. But if you do not have the proper reagents, or if any step of the ritual has been done incorrectly, you will lose both the scroll and the reagents.
This is quite a difference compared to Ultima 7, where you needed reagents to be able to cast the spells even when they were in your spellbook. That said, you could literally just buy the spells to be in your spellbook. And now I'm thinking about it, the fact that the ether was disrupted was a very clever way to make sure that only you in your party were actually able to cast spells, because all the other people who could join your party had been in Britannia for a long time and their spellcasting was disrupted. It's very sneaky.
What's wrong with the moon gates?
Well, they simply don't work. If you try to enter one, nothing happens. I'm not sure why, but I think it has something to do with the moons. Nika would know more about it than I.
Something's wrong with the moons? When did all this happen?
When did all of this happen?
Oh, it's been years, not long after the columns appeared. I was barely out of apprenticeship when magic began to decay.
So, not only have all the virtues started to become corrupted when the columns appeared, but also magic started to fail.
Very well. Goodbye then.
So long! Thanks for the information. I mean, we might as well check this place out. Nope, can't even check it out. The door is locked. And that door's locked too. Okay, can't do anything there at all. Let's see if we can find more shops. I know that there is a shop that will sell us weapons and armour, and we're going to go and... oh, well, that place doesn't seem to be doing very well at all. We'll have to check there out as well. We could also go and check out the tavern. We have plenty of time. Let's go in. Couldn't help but overhear your conversation.
Hello, friend. Name's Angus. How can I help you?
I couldn't help but overhear you talking.
Let's ask about Lord British.
Does Lord British know about your problems?
He stays out of our affairs. The mayor takes care of things.
Are you familiar with the mayor?
Are you familiar with the mayor?
Fine chap, enlightened man, full of insight. Sending the poor to Paws was his idea.
Pause.
Aye, Paws is a little village to the west of town. If you're traveling that way, watch for bandits. I hear they're camping out in those parts.
So you're sending people off to a place surrounded by bandits. This isn't sounding like a very compassionate thing to do at all.
Do you know anything of the runes of virtue?
I've never seen them or anything, but I know they were stolen some years back. Everybody in town who ever gotten within 10 feet of Alina knows that.
We can ask about Alina, though we do know. Might as well do so for the dialogue.
Who is Alina?
She's a curator of the museum. Ask her about the runes, and she'll tell you more than you ever wanted to know.
Yeah, and she'll also tell you how the world has become evil and corrupt because the runes are lost.
Interesting that because the camera changed over to there, the sounds of the tavern ding got a lot louder. Also, Alina's right. This place is becoming corrupted.
I must be on my way. Farewell.
See you around, Avatar.
You know, I didn't mention I was the Avatar, but fair enough that you recognize me.
Look, I'm busy here, all right? What do you want? And make it quick. I haven't got all day.
Let's ask about your name.
What is your name, my lady?
My name's Dara, and I'm not your lady.
What do you know about the Shrine of Compassion? I bet we're going to get lots of info here.
Do you know anything about the Shrine of Compassion?
Do I look like Sarah to you?
I think this needs to be asked.
Why are you so unpleasant?
Because of annoying people who ask too many questions.
Touché.
Can you tell me anything about the columns?
I know that they're big. Do you have any other brilliant questions?
Sure. Actually, we don't want to drink right now, so let's just leave.
Goodbye.
And you didn't even say goodbye back. How impolite.
Fresh biscuits and cold. What more could a man desire?
Well, you could hold your cup correctly and actually get the drink into your mouth, but never mind.
Please me another glass of wine. Please.
No, I think you've had enough. Let's leave. Let's leave and see if we can find more... Ooh! Okay, that looks like an important place. Let's go and talk to you. See if we can get some nice stuff.
Pardon me. Can you make a sword from black rock?
Sorry, mate, but that's a bit beyond my abilities. Tell you what, though. There's a fellow down in Trinsic who works in all sorts of exotic materials. Name's Rupert. Well, he's your man for something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Well, hello, mate. How are you then? The name's Giovanni. I'm the blacksmith around here. I've got all manner of weapons. Armor, anything the adventurous sort might need. What do you say then? Go on in and have a look about. Just talk to my wife Olwen if you want to buy something.
I will. Now, a curious thing about Olwen, when I first played this game, I played it on a machine that wasn't quite able to handle this game, and so dialogue looped oddly. And so she would say, "Thank you, will there be anything else?" when you finished buying or selling. Unfortunately, that looped in a very unfortunate manner. Also, you appear to be standing on the counter rather than behind it. I'm going to ignore that, and instead buy some things.
Welcome, Avatar. We have all manner of goods. What do you fancy?
I'd like to ask how you knew I was the Avatar. Everyone seems to know, to be fair.
How did you know that I'm the Avatar?
Well, word spreads quickly, Avatar. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope that I'm not being too familiar by calling you Avatar. It's just that it's very exciting to have you back in Britannia.
It's no problem. Nobody actually knows my name anyway, so let's just see what you've got.
Show me your wares.
Now, you have the short sword, a spiked club, mace, hand axe, staff. These are all pretty good. But what I want is I want the leather gauntlets, and a leather chest, and we'll buy these for now. They're quite expensive, but it's worth buying them. Also this, and we have boots and we have that, so that'll do too. Also a shield would be nice. That will do.
Thank you. Will there be anything else?
Anything we couldn't carry has been dropped on the ground.
Nothing today, good lady.
Excuse me, Avatar. Should your adventures take you into the Dungeon of Despise, could you keep an eye out for any valuable equipment that might be lying about? I sold most of my best inventory to a group who went to Despise and never returned. I would, of course, pay a fair price for anything you find.
I'll keep that in mind. Right, let us equip ourselves. First things first, let's swap out this for that. This for that. Get a helmet on. Get this shield, which should provide us with some nice protection as well. And this too. We are most certainly looking far better protected, though I prefer the aesthetics of the other armour personally.
Welcome, Avatar. We have all manner of goods. What do you fancy?
Let's sell some things.
I would like to sell some items.
Now, I would like to sell Avatar gloves, Avatar arms. Ooh, we've accidentally re-equipped the Avatar boots. So actually I want to sell all of this. Not much gold, but still worth doing.
Thank you. Will there be anything else?
No, nothing else.
Nothing today, good lady.
Excuse me, Avatar. Should your adventure... I would...
You're going to keep repeating that forever, aren't you? Yes, you are. Also, I want to go to my inventory, and I actually want to put these on. That will increase my armor quite a bit. Now, anything else I can sell? Possibly. Let's talk to you again. Once you finish looking into oblivion. Hello? Hello? Oh dear. This seems to have,
Welcome, Avatar. We have all manner of goods.
I was about to say that seemed to be a terrible mistake, but eventually she realized I wanted some attention.
I would like to sell some items.
Now I want to sell this, that, this, that, and that for 60 gold.
Thank you. Will there be anything else?
Nope, nothing.
Nothing today, good lady.
Excuse me. I would have...
And then you mention all of that again. Also, do want to, I was about to read that book, but you appear to be quite attached to that. Anything upstairs that I can get while I'm thinking about it? I've never really liked the look of the leather armour in this game. I much prefer the look of the Avatar armour, but it just is so poor for defence. Nothing there at all. And over here, I think, leads to the other store. And also leads to here. Ooh. It's locked. Not going to be able to do anything with that, are we? Is there something under that? Let's have a look. Ah! A key! Which has another key? What that unlocks. Bow marksmanship by Yolo Fitzoan. There is a zen to shooting well. Become one with your bow. Clear your mind of all thoughts save that of flying with the arrow to strike a target, and you will not miss. Haven't seen Yolo around. I hope he's well. I hope all my companions are well. Ah, hello. I could open these. Ooh. There's a bow in here. I'm a little wary of taking it, though, for obvious reasons, because you may get a bit angry. But if you don't... And you didn't, because nobody seems to care about ownership of anything in this game, so we now have a bow. And 39 arrows. But we'll see what else you sell. Can we actually take the bows from these? No, we can't. Worth checking. Hello.
I have a range out back if you'd like to practice, or I can offer you a bit of training. Of course, if you don't need to practice, I can just show you my list of goods for sale.
Ooh, practice, eh?
I'm in need of training. What's your price for that? Need some training, eh? Well, for only 300 gold, I can teach you a smart triple shot skill that is quite handy. How's that sound?
No thank you. That's quite expensive.
No thank you. Well, be sure to let me know if you change your mind.
Also, our shield is entirely flat. A completely flat sprite. Let's see what you have.
I would like to see a list of your wares.
Just a novice bow and arrows, 10 for 6 gold. You know what? We'll buy a couple.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
We're not going to, sell anything right now.
No, thank you. I must be going.
Farewell, my friend.
And so, when we come back, folks, we are quite well equipped. We have a full set of leather armor, a small shield, we have a bow that we got from, getting a key that got a key, and we now have some more arrows. There's still more to see in this area, still a few more places that I can go and check out, and then we will leave Britain and go and find Sarah, who can tell us about the shrine. Also, there is that ruined building I want to check out as well. Maybe I didn't need to buy all this armor, but it's not like money is something that we'll be short of in this game. There'll be plenty of opportunity to get money. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.